OG nods, saying, I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
You have the look of the lost, stranger. Abandoned, exiled, and adrift in purpose. Fool.
Careful. It's nighttime, and OG rests after a long day of fighting the Purge and exacting retribution on the followers of Azura for attacking his base. He's exhausted. And as he sleeps, he has a very strange dream. In his dream, the god Set comes to him and makes him a deal. He says that if you worship me, then you will get the ultimate revenge on Mitra for casting you out. Because everybody knows that Mitra and Set are arch enemies. And then the morning comes, and OG wakes up. We need to make sure that the morning comes. Let's go here. And go here. There we go. It is dawn, and OG wakes up from his slumber, confused and shaking his head, because that was a very odd dream. You see, OG is not really interested in worshiping any god because, I mean, after all, he was a god himself at one point in time. And on a personal level, he has absolutely no interest in worshiping Set, or any god for that matter. However, he weighs things in the balance, for he agrees with Set that if he actually did, at least on the surface, give obeisance to Set, that would be a very, very effective way of getting back at his father, of Mitra, for casting him out. So he's going to think about that and decide if he actually wants to do something along those lines. Okay. So anyway, welcome everybody to Conan Exiles. I'm anoldguygaming, and OG is ready to go for today's adventures. Well, he's not quite ready to go yet because he actually needs to put his clothing back on. So let's get him all dressed up here. And we'll have some fish for breakfast and drink a little bit of water. Speaking of which, we need to put the water... Oh, I got to get back into this view. We need to put the water in the river and fill it back up. So let's do that now. I was using desert berry pulp, but it takes so many of them to fill up the water bar that I'm not going to bother making any more of those. Okay, so yeah, welcome everybody. All right, let's see. I did quite a bit of work off camera. As you can see, I built bridges to the different areas of land to the island. I'm hoping that the next time we get a purge, that that this will work and the purge will spawn away from the base and then come over the bridge to the house and not spawn on the roof, because that was just nuts. But the reason that happened is that if there's no pathway to your base, then the game will in fact spawn the purge on top of your base. Fortunately, they actually spawned on the roof instead of inside the base, even though some of them still got in there. So I'm not sure why that happened, but I'm not complaining that it did, because we had, when it was all said and done, minimal damage to the base itself. So and then I took the critters out again and got another ginormous load of iron near the Tower of Bats. And let's see, we've got, I think these guys are primarily, yeah, he's all the way to level 20. He got some good rolls here. I mean, strength for a horse is not really that important. Vitality is really what you want, and survival. And we got Vigor of the Wild King, which is a really good vitality. Jack of all trades is really good too. So yeah, our horse has over 6,000 health points, which is really good for rock there. I haven't named the tigers yet because I haven't really decided which ones I'm going to keep. So let's look at this tiger here. He has jack of all trades and well groomed, so he's got a pretty decent health pool for a normal tiger, and 22 strength in total. So he's not bad for a normal tiger. He's not bad at all. This tiger has well groomed, which is really good. Playful, which is agility, is for a tiger not that great. And then he's got 10 survival, which again for a tiger is not that great, but he does have 23 strength, which is pretty good. And a health pool of over 4,000. So he's not a bad tiger. He could have been worse. Could have been better, could have been worse. This one, however, this one's actually not all the way there yet, but he's got 2 survival perks, which is not good for a tiger. He only has 3,000 health and 19 strength, but he's not done leveling, so we have to get him all the way leveled up before we make a decision as to whether or not we're going to keep him. This tiger, on the other hand, is getting really good rolls. So sharp claws and well-groomed strength and vitality. So he has a total of 25 strength. So this tiger is our biggest damage dealer, and he's not even done leveling yet. So hopefully, his last, roll will be really good too. His health pool is very low though, but again, he's not done leveling yet. So he's kind of more of our glass cannon tiger at the moment. So I'm going to wait until all 4 of these are completely leveled to 20, and then we'll decide which ones we're going to keep. But check this out. We hit the jackpot here in the taming pen. Look what's inside of there. We've got ourselves a greater tiger, ladies and gentlemen, a white tiger. That is so awesome. And the game decided to give me another mammoth after I wasted, well, I shouldn't say wasted, after I made a calculated risk with the other one and ended up losing it, which I didn't really feel that bad about, actually, because, the mammoth is more of a novelty. It's really cool and it's really awesome and big and ginormous, and hell, who wouldn't want a mammoth? But on the other hand, it's not a super reliable fighter just because of the mechanics of how, the elephants and the mammoths fight. And I think I did a pretty good job of demonstrating that during the scorpion boss fight a couple of episodes ago. Speaking of which, I did go back up and kill that scorpion boss again because I've already defeated it, once. It ended up being solo. The rule of this series is I have to defeat every boss the first time, by myself with only one follower, because that's the way it is in vanilla. But then after I defeat that boss, then I can farm it as many times as I want with as many thralls as I want. And in the process of doing that, we got this blade here, which is the Dueling Blade of the Hawk. So this has 55 damage. I did put a damage fitting on it. 9% armor penetration. And it has cripple and bonus agility. So with this thing equipped, we have an extra 5 points of agility. So this is actually a pretty good weapon for us at this point in time. Now, while we're in this screen, we've got a whole ton of points to do because of just, we farmed that scorpion boss twice. And I mined so much iron, it's just unbelievable. So I got 200 points. So let's go ahead and do this right now. It looks like we are working on agility next. So let's just get that up. I think we're just going to go right down the line here at this point and just get everything up to the next perk. Invulnerable to poisons is going to be super useful. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then even the last one in survival is super good. All direct combat damage is reduced by 10%. So these are all really good. So yeah, our level currently is 90. So remember, we can get all the way to 120. So I'm pretty sure we'll have enough points to get all of these maxed out. But I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna kind of prioritize, I guess is what I'm trying to say, which ones I'm gonna take all the way up, just in case we don't. And again, I can drink potions later on to change that. Or, well, I don't know if I can get more attribute points from consuming shards of power. I know I can get more feat points. I'm not sure about attributes, but anyway, we'll figure that out when the time comes. So yeah, in terms of feat points, so we got tons of feat points, and again, I'm just kind of taking these as I need them. So there's not really anything at the moment that I'm going to take specifically. I'll just take it when I need it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this sword of the dueling blade of the hawk, or whatever it's called. I'm not a super huge fan of the one-handed swords in compared to the axe and the mace. I like the axe and the mace better. I just like their attacks better. But this sword, with everything that it brings to the table, is a really, really good weapon for us right now. So we're going to actually go ahead and use it. I'm going to continue to keep my axe and my mace with me too for the time being. So all right, I think that gets us all caught up. Now there is one other thing that we have to deal with here. So I was mistaken about this thrall. I thought this was a taskmaster, but this is actually a Mitra Priest. And, you know, with our role-playing story, OG hates Mitra, and he has actually vowed to slaughter any followers of Mitra as a part of our role-playing story. So the way we're going to play this one out in terms of the roleplay is that let's say that when OG captured this individual, the individual, you know, lied to him and told him that he was a taskmaster, but OG came to find out later on through observation, let's say, that he really isn't a taskmaster at all. It turns out that he's a Mitra Priest. And, you know, we could even say that somehow or another, and I don't know how I could explain this necessarily, but somehow or another, this individual knew a little bit about OG and the fact that, you know, he was... No, I know how we could play this out. Yeah, I know exactly how we could play this out. If this guy's like a high priest or an archpriest of Mitra, we could say that, you know, he's in communication with Mitra, and so he knows that OG is Mitra's son, and he kind of knows his story. And when he was captured by OG in fear for his life, he lied to OG and said he was a taskmaster instead of a priest of Mitra. And so OG has discovered now, we'll just say through observation from watching him, he says, this is no taskmaster. I can tell that it's not. He acts more like a priest. And he kind of puts two and two together, and he realizes that he's been lied to. So what OG is going to do is, in anger and rage, he pulls Lethal Twax off of the wheel and pulls out his knife and cuts his throat and kills the lying scumbag. Okay. And, you know, I'm doing that, guys, because here again, I have we're not going to do Mitra at all in this playthrough, because, of course, it wouldn't make sense for us to. And therefore, I don't want to, there's no point in me, you know, leveling up a Mitra Priest. Okay, so anyway, that takes care of that. That takes care of that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to, our primary goal for this episode is we're going to actually go get to the set religion, because that's, you know, that's why I opened up the series, you know, with that little dream sequence that he was having. And in the process, we have some new critters that we need to level up too. Now, I'm not planning on necessarily keeping all of these animals. My ultimate goal, I think, is going to be to probably get rid of all or most of the normal animals and eventually have nothing but graders, with the exception of elephants, because, you know, they're used for hauling, and the rhino and so on and so forth. I might even not do any more elephants. We might have just one hauling elephant and one rhino, because, you know, this rhino actually can carry just as much as an elephant can. I think he's got lots of inventory space. So, you know, having two hauling critters should be enough. All right, so let's pull these guys out of here. And I'm not sure what to even do with the mammoth, to be honest with you. He's just, you know, I just don't find him all of that, you know, that useful. I guess we could keep him at the camp, and, you know, he could help fight with purges. And, you know, if we're going to do that, we should probably take him out and level him up too. So, all right, here, let's do this. Let's set his home here. And then we need to unbind these other guys. Well, anybody that's fully leveled, with the exception of the horse. Because I can only have up to 6 sidekicks at once. These two still need to be leveled, so they need to continue to remain sidekicks. The crocodile, I think we've already unbound him. Yeah, we've already unbound him anyways. And we can unbind the rhino for now. Here, let's just tell him to teleport home, which will reset him in that position. Same thing for the croc. Okay, we're going to unbind the rhino, because he's fully leveled. Oh, and he's got good stats too, by the way, even though he's a beast of burden more than a fighter, though he does fight. What am I looking at? Stats, yeah. He's got Jack of all trades, stone limbs, and tame. So overall, not too bad. He's got almost 6,000 health. So, and he, you know, that I take that back. He is a fighter too. He doesn't, he's not a mount rhino, because mount rhinos will act like horses, and will run off unless you are on them controlling them. So this is actually a good addition to our menagerie here of animals, and we're definitely keeping him. Okay, so we have an elephant that we want to tame up. So I'm not going to prioritize the mammoth for now. We can do him later, but I do want to get the elephant tamed up so that we can put the, Turanian thingamadoodle on it. And in fact, we could probably do that right now. So let's do that before we leave. This is the grand prize, though. Here, look at this white tiger. This is awesome, man. Awesome sauceum. Oh, actually, here, before we do this, let's take... I just want to set a home spot for these guys for now. You have to always set a home spot before you can bind them to you as sidekicks. And I guess for now we can just line the tigers up here. Look at him, man. He's so cool looking. Actually, let's say this is a female tiger. Okay, this is a female tiger, and we're gonna name her. What should we name her? Let's name her Jasmine. I don't know. That sounds good. I don't usually name my critters until they're fully tamed and I've seen their stats, but we're keeping Jasmine no matter what, because she's a greater tiger. She already has, well, she has 1,600 health, which isn't too bad. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna name her Jasmine. So let's see, we have 2 more just normal tigers too, right? Okay, yeah, let's set them up over here. Oh, we need to set this as Jasmine's home. We'll set this as your home. And this is your home. Okay. So, what we need to do now is I want to take... we've got these 5 tigers here. So let's worry. I'll worry about leveling the elephant and the mammoth up. Oh, that's a greater elephant. Oh, wow, I just noticed that. That's a greater elephant. Hot darn. I wonder if I can put the Turanian thing on a greater elephant. Wow, that's cool. Okay. I just now noticed that was a greater elephant. He's damn near as big as the mammoth. Cool. Okay, anyway, we'll just take these 5 tigers and the horse for now. So did I already unbind you guys? Yeah, I did. Okay. So let's bind Jasmine and this tiger and this tiger. Okay, so that should give us those 5 tigers and the horse. We always want to keep the horse with us because we need him to ride around. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to head up towards Set with our group and, and start leveling these guys. And I'm wondering if I should take... I'm trying to think if I want to take on the 3 skull croc right now. I have an extra skeleton key with me because we killed the scorpion twice, but he spawned in faster than the box spawned back in, which, by the way, I had to adjust that again because I think I had it the wrong direction. It was spawning stuff in too quickly after I killed it. So hopefully I fixed that right. Those settings are confusing, man. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and hop on Rock, and we're going to head towards Set and get that religion, so that we can start, making poison arrows. That is the main reason. The antidote's nice too, of course. But once we get to this perk, we don't even need the antidote anyways. But mostly I just want to do it for the poison arrows. So, let's hold on a second. Let's call everybody here. Okay. And then tell them all to follow. Okay. So we'll stop and we'll do the scorpion again, because the animals will get lots of XP for that. Plus, that'll give us a chance to hit the legendary chest again for maybe a better weapon. And then we'll work our way towards Set and take that religion. Okay. So OG, he thought about it some, and he decided that it would be to his advantage. It'll further accomplish his goals if he agrees to become a worshiper of Set. However, in his heart, he doesn't actually care about Set, and Set probably even realizes that, but it's mutually beneficial to both him and Set to to do this because it'll be a huge jibe, we'll say, or insult or frustration, or however you want to word it, to Mitra to see his son actually worshiping his arch enemy. So that's the story that we're going with on that. Okay, so let's move through here. Oh, if we're going to do the scorpion, we have to go back this way first. So let's do that. Yeah, I pulled in so much iron last night. It's just crazy how much iron is over by the Tower of Bats. I didn't even bother counting it, but it was like, I want to say it was probably close to 20,000 by the time we were done. It was just crazy. I've got my stacks mod set to 5 times normal, so a stack of iron is 5,000. And we had over 3 stacks, maybe even more than that. I don't know. It's just so much of it. Okay, so we do have some new tigers here, so we're gonna have to burn this guy down pretty quickly, but I think we'll be okay. And yeah, so let's do it. Couldn't quite get away from it in time. Okay, let's get some stamina back. You got a hit off on us there. Okay, I escaped his tail that time. Let's take a pot. Okay, these tigers got 20 stacks of bleed on this guy already. That's awesome. We need to get going, though, because a couple of them are getting low on health. Okay, we got tagged there. Kept running out of stamina. Almost down. Ah, shit. Okay. Get away from that tail swing. Okay, good. We did it. That was kind of close for some of these normal tigers. I can't... Yeah, see? Oh, shit. He just about bought the farm. That one's okay. What about this one? This one's fine. And this one's okay, too. Yeah, we just about lost this tiger. My goodness. Okay, well, we didn't, though. We didn't. So let's harvest this and go see what's in the legendary. The unintelligible, okay. I would have preferred to get Nordis, but we'll take that for now. In fact, let's take a quick look at it, because we're just using a normal steel mace, which is 35 health and 45 armor. What's this do? 51 health and 28 armor. Okay, so what I'm not going to do, and I kind of screwed up with the bow, I'm not going to use this until I can get it back to the base and put a fitting on it to upgrade it, because as soon as I start using it and it becomes damaged, I can't put a fitting on an undamaged weapon, and I can't repair a legendary weapon until I get some legendary repair kits, which we will get from the unnamed city. Okay, so, wait, did we lose a tiger? We did lose a tiger. Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, it happens. We're kind of calling out the weak ones, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Usually it pops up a thing that said your followers died. Maybe it didn't. I just didn't notice it. Okay, let's see. How many points did Jasmine get? She got 6 points just from that one kill. So that's why, yeah, I wanted to do the boss kill in addition to getting the legendary. So that's really good. She got 6 points. How many did you get? You got... Oh, you're one of the ones that I already had. So you're up to 18 now. So 2 more for you. You're up to 18 now. That's good. And you got 6 points as well. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad about it, but then again, I don't. Because like I said, we're trying to call out the weak ones, so to speak. That was a bit much for me to take on with a brand new tiger, though. I admit that. But, you know, again, it is what it is. So OG's putting these guys through their paces. They're going to, you know, they're either going to have to do or they're going to die. And that's really what it boils down to. Though I should have probably leveled him up a little more before I did that, but I didn't. So there you go. All right. Let's keep moving here. I need to really actually put some meat in their inventories too. I should have probably harvested. Here, let's kill these hyenas and I'll give them a little bit of meat so they can heal faster. Alright, let's get our cleaver out. Okay, let's give you 30 pieces. Which one of you is the most damaged? I think you are. So let's give you like 30 pieces. And then we'll just split. I guess that gives them a little more, but it doesn't matter. As long as they all have some meat on them, I'm good. Okay. There we go. All right, let's continue on. So in OG's dream, when Set came to him in his dream, he also gave him directions as to where to go to become initiated into the Set religion. So OG is traveling to that location to accomplish that. One of the things that Set has promised OG is special arrows that can inflict poison on his enemies. And OG is intrigued with having that ability because, you know, every little bit helps in warfare, you know. So he's eager to learn these new skills and get these new equipment. That appears to be, off in the distance, the mountain that he saw in his dream. Seems to be an ornery kudo trying to mess around with them, but the tigers will probably make short work of him. Ride down. Whoa, careful, careful. Ride down through here. Don't want to break the horse's legs. Rock is pretty sure-footed, so he's pretty impressive on the terrain he can cover, but we still need to be careful with it. Okay, let's ride up through this draw here. The Southern Aqueduct. OG pauses for a moment and takes in the sight. What a magnificent structure. Stupid hyenas. He wonders if there's a way that he might be able to actually get up there. Something to potentially explore at a later point in time. Yes, this does appear to be the location that was revealed to him in his dream. So he just needs to find the pathway up to the top there, which it appears like it might be through here. A little bit of a secluded path up through here. Mek Kamos's Spire. OG rides up to the platform and sees the priest of Mitra, appearing to be in some kind of prayer or meditation. He walks up to the priest, taps on his shoulder to have a conversation with him.
No closer, exile, lest I blast your feeble skin from your bones. I am Mitra of the Black Ring. In another place and time, I would command your obeisance. But for now, I would speak of matters that are of mutual interest.
Okay. OG nods, saying, I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
You have the look of the lost, stranger. Abandoned, exiled, and adrift in purpose. Fool.
Careful.
You need to forge a purpose for yourself in this place. These bracelets we wear sap at our will, suppress our true powers. They are designed to make us meek and pliable. Do not allow your thoughts to be trapped. Resist it.
Okay.
I was a sorcerer of the Black Ring before my exile. But I opposed the rise of a sorcerer called Tothamon. He was powerful and ambitious, made doubly so by an artifact called the Serpent Ring of Set. He was also political, forging alliances with King Sistophon of Stygia. I found myself swept aside for my opposition. Perhaps you think it was foolish of him to let me live. This bracelet suppresses my sorceress abilities. I am thoroughly trapped.
Tothamon. That sounds like somebody OG would like to kill at some point. Doesn't really care much for any kind of sorcerers for that matter, but apparently this one is unable to use his powers, so OG is willing to let him live, in spite of the fact that he called him a fool.
It is somewhere here in these lands that Tothamon discovered his Serpent Ring of Set. I only glimpsed the ring once, but there is a similarity between the patterning of the bracelets we wear and the ring. It follows that the giant kings who ruled this place created other such artifacts. That is the purpose to which I have dedicated myself. I will scour this land in search of the artifact that will restore my sorcery. And then, there shall be a reckoning such as Tothamon has never imagined.
Interesting. So artifacts of power that are like the bracelets. That gives OG the thought, or plants the thought in his mind, that maybe there is a way to possibly escape from the bondage that the bracelet represents. Now remember, guys, obviously I know that, but our character doesn't yet. He's learning this as he goes through his adventures.
Many mistakenly believe that sorcery comes from some innate power. It is true that the more corrupted the soul, the more kinship one will find in the creatures of the outer void. But the power to summon comes from knowledge, and that knowledge can be taught. If you find a way to restore my sorcery, stranger, I will teach you the words written in the Book of Skelos. I will provide you with access to a power that you have never known before. Together, we will raise an army and march forth to take our vengeance.
OG looks at Mech skeptically. And he thinks in his own mind, that's not likely to happen. If your sorcery is ever restored to you, I'll probably cut your throat. But of course, he doesn't say that out loud.
You have the look of the lost, stranger. Abandoned.
Okay.
Exiled.
So he's already, we've gone through his whole full conversation.
You need to forge a purpose for yourself. These bracelets we wear.
There is I'll wait till he's done talking because he keeps interrupting me.
They are designed to make us meek and pliable. Do not allow your thoughts to be trapped. Resist it.
Okay. So basically at this point, there's some kind of a ritual that OG has to go through with Mechmosis to become a follower of Set, and they go through that ritual, whatever it happens to be, and then when he's finished, OG says farewell to Mechmosis.
Do not expect me to be here forever.
And decides to leave him to his own devices that he has lots of things to think about now. Very useful information that he got from Mech Camosis. It hadn't really even considered, or rather he hadn't really considered up until this point, that the bracelet could potentially be removed. What if he could escape the exiled lands? That would be the ultimate insult to Mitra. Lots for him to think about. And now he's going to start to be on the lookout for for these artifacts that Mech Camosis was talking about. Much more for him to learn first, though, and much more for him to do before that time comes, if it ever comes. The removal of the bracelet, that is. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, actually, since I'm into the savannah, this is actually a pretty good place to level stuff. Plus, we get lots of good resources. I think I'm going to hang out here for a little while and just get some levels on my critters here. We'll kill, tigers and rhinos and elephants and that sort of thing. And I'll probably, cut the camera or maybe do a time lapse or something. But I'll meet you guys back at the base here in a little bit, and we'll set up the altar to set, before we end the episode. So yeah, let's do some killing. right, so we've pretty much made our rounds here in the savannah. Let's take a look and see where everybody ended up in terms of levels. So you're level 20. You got Apex Predator. Okay, so that's a really good one. These aren't so great, but this one's pretty good. And you ended up with 3,800 health, which is a little bit low, but look at that. 30 strength in total. So this guy is a glass cannon for sure. Let's take a look at you. You also hit level 20. You got agility, which is okay. So yeah, you got a strength, a health, and agility. So overall, not too bad. Total of 27 strength. So decent stats for a normal tiger. Let's see how many points you got. You're one of our new ones. So you got sharp claws, which is good. But still quite a ways to go. And then let's take a look at Jasmine. Jasmine's is at level 12. Oh, man. Well, agility's not terrible, I guess. She's already at 39 health points, though, and 21 strength. So hopefully the next two rolls will be a little bit better. Okay, good. And then if you're curious, this is what we ended up with in terms of resources. So we got over 1,500 thick hide, 705 elephant, 495 rhino, some chitin fur, and a whole bunch of meat and stuff too. So pretty good haul all in all. And we picked up another tiger cub. Okay, guys, I will meet you back at the base. We'll set up our altar of Set when we get back. Okay, so we're going to make a weapon damage kit for this. This is... The Unintelligible is not that really... I mean, it's okay, but I mean, there's better legendary maces that we'll most likely come across later. So I'm not going to hold out, for the higher level stuff. But this is still going to be a good upgrade for us from what we currently have. So right now it has 51 health damage and 28 armor pen. And then if we put this on, it has 55, 28 compared to our steel, which is only 35, 24. So that's a major mace upgrade for us. So we no longer need the steel mace. At some point I need to make the disassembly station so we can use that. But yeah, Unintelligible. So what does this give us again? This gives us shield smash and bonus survival and encumbrance. So that's not so bad. But we have to have it equipped is the thing though. So yeah, we got two more points in encumbrance and survival. So but that's not the main thing about it. The main thing about it is that it's just going to do more damage in armor pin than what we currently had. So it is an upgrade for sure. Okay, let's take a look at Set. So we're going to go to feats. Actually, we have some more points to spend too. So let's get agility up to this perk. So when dodging, your armor counts as double. That's good. And then we'll get survival up to the next perk too. So that means we are now invulnerable to poisons and diseases. And the strength of detrimental status effects of other types are reduced by 20%, which is really good. So things like corruption and acid and that sort of thing. Okay, so that gives us 18 points. Now what we want to do is we want to decide what we're going to prioritize just in case I don't have enough points. I'm pretty sure I'm going to because, I mean, we only have the last leg. Of course, the last leg is more expensive, but... we still have 100, no, not 100. We still have 26 more levels to go in total. So it's going to be close. I think without question, we want strength to be maxed out. So we're going to max out strength, and then probably what I'll do next is vitality, and then we'll just go, look at it from there. Okay, let's go here to religions, Acolyte of Set. We'll learn that. We might as well just learn all of these for now. But I don't think we can make the tier 3 right off the bat. I think we have to make the tier 1 to make the tier 2, and then make the tier 2 to make the tier 3. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because yeah, see, this is the only one we can actually make in our own inventory. So we need stone, wood, and twine for that. And what we're going to do is we're going to just make a metric butt ton of poison arrows. To get the zeal thingamadoodles, to then make the rest of it. So, you know what? I got lots of wood in here. Okay. I was going to say, I might need to go get some wood, but we got a lot of wood going on in here. Okay, so we need wood, stone, and twine. Let's get... we're just going to grab all the twine out of there for the moment. We'll be encumbered, but so what else is new, right? Okay, so let's get the sepulcher made first. I'm going to go all the way to the tier 3 if I have the resources to do it. Might as well just get her done, right? Get her done. And then in terms of where we're going to set it, I'm kind of... Get it? Set it? See what I did there? I didn't even realize I did that. I think I'm going to leave this area out here open because it's, you know, there's lots of room for staging animals and stuff. So let's put the altar somewhere in the backyard here. That's going to be upgraded to a tier 3 wheel. It's not really a whole lot of room over there. So yeah, I think we'll just put the altar right over here-ish somewhere. So here it is. Okay, I was going to say, what happened to it? So we'll have it facing this way, and can we raise it up a little bit? Not enough contact with the ground. Maybe have it even out in the water a little bit. That might be kind of cool. Except for we have to really lower it down to get it to go. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Good enough. Okay. Now, to make the tier 2, we're going to need 30 manifestations of zeal. Okay, so we need to make the ritual knife, which is 15 iron and 5 branches. Okay, we can make a brazier, which is kind of nice, but this is the thing that we want to make more than anything. We don't even need these because we just got the attribute that makes us immune. So I can't think of a reason why I should make those. Well, other than to, you know, get manifestations of zeal. Oh, wait a minute. No, we have to... Okay, hold on a second. We need the zeals to make the snake arrows. So I guess we're going to have to make these to get the zeals. Right? Am I reading that correctly? I think so. Okay. All right, so let's get 15 iron and 5 branches. I'm going to actually take I think it said I don't remember what it said. Okay, never mind. Here, let's just put this wood back in here for now because that's what's really weighing us down. Okay, so put the branches in there and the iron, and we'll craft the Setite ritual knife. Okay, there we go. So we got that done, and I guess we're going to have to make the antidotes in order to manufacture the zeals in order to make the snake arrows. So yeah, let's put these branches in here. Oh wait, do I have to? Oh, never mind. They're already in there. I got confused there for a second. Okay, we need to go harvest some hearts. It's a brutal thing, isn't it? But that's the way it was back in these times. Let's just take a quick run up to Followers of Azura and see if we can get another useful named thrall in the process. But we're gonna also harvest some hearts. So we'll do that really quick before we end this episode. This episode's probably gonna run a little bit long, but then I've got some editing to do too, so we'll just see how it goes. All right, we'll just bring the same group with us for now. And then I'm going to kind of go through and figure out names for the rest of the tigers that have finished leveling. And we'll do that off camera. Oh, I still have a couple of you guys sitting over here. I set their home over here during the purge in case I needed to get rid of them quickly. So you guys are both actually leveled. All right. Well, like I said, I'll take care of that off camera. I'll just ride up there and summon them to me once we get up there. So yeah, let's go take out some Followers of Azura, see if we can get, you know, something a little bit better at the end there than a Mitra Priest, which is worthless to us, and get some hearts. So from a role-playing perspective, OG thinks it's a little bit brutal, and savage, I guess, is the word. That he's got to cut hearts out of human beings as a part of this religion. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. He's willing to do what has to be done in order to accomplish his goals, which are poison arrows. 'Cause they're going to make a huge difference in his ability to wage war here in the exiled lands and conquer the place. Yeah, this mace is pretty good compared to what we had. All right, let's summon these guys and have them just stand out here, and we'll just lead enemies to them. Oh, crap, I forgot to make more arrows. Oh, well, I guess we won't be using arrows this time. Okay, are you all just normals? Yeah, okay. Let's bring them back here and let the animals take them out so they can get some XP, or some levels, I should say. Well, XP levels, same thing. Come on, tigers, get them. Okay, and then harvest with this. And where's the other one? Right here. You know what? We'll take the dye. We'll probably end up dyeing some armor and stuff later on. Where are we going? Take him out. And he's got dye on him as well. Wait, not that. Don't care about that. Alright, you know what? Let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's bring one tiger in to the cave with us. And that tiger is going to be Jasmine. But we'll hold her back until, you know, unless we need her. Okay, I want you to stay... Her eyes look badass in the dark. Okay, I want you to stay here. We'll go in and do a little bit of scouting ahead. Wished I had some arrows with me, darn it. Alright. We're just going to have to run down there and get their attention. You coming? Alright. You are... What are you? You're a level 1 cook, and you are a level 2 tanner. Both are dead. What are you? Exile. Exile fighter level 1. See, I can't take these archers out at range because I don't have any arrows. See if we can get them to come around the corner. Nope, they're playing it smart.
Who approaches?
Okay, you're a level 1. And you are a level 2. Okay, let's get the hearts. What is that? Just light boots, yeah. Don't care about that. There's some... Here, yeah, let's loot these so we have something at least, right? I'm not seeing any loot skis on that one. I will take these. And is that all of them? Nope, we missed that one too. Okay. All right, let's bring Jasmine a little further in here. I have to tell her to vanilla follow me and not better thralls follow me if I want to give her actual directions. Because the better thralls, you know, the commands don't work. Okay, so you stay there. Actually, here, let's do a stand-in guard, because I don't know if she'll actually stay there with that other one. Okay, who do we got over here? Somebody's attention. You coming? Here we go. That looks like a level 1 dancer.
gods take you.
Oh, a bowmaker. Okay, that's a tier 4 carpenter. All right, so let's eliminate this guy first. Okay, we need to quickly get our truncheon on our toolbar. No. Here. Go home. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Thank God for the sidekick mod, huh? Or we would have lost this bowmaker. I brought him too close to Jasmine, obviously. Very nice. Okay, cool. Let's leave him there. He should stay there. I just want to see what the Azure follower of Azure End. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Let's get this thing on the wheel while we can. While the getting's good. Because that was a nice find. That's a tier 4 carpenter. And, what are you? You know what? We need a dancer. Let's just grab her, too. I need to get rid of this corruption. Okay, so what we're going to do is put this down here. Let's get the carpenter. Here he is. I was going to say, where'd he go? Get the carpenter outside. I hope this is a damage bowmaker carpenter. Or an armor pin. Either one of those would be really good. Okay, you stay there. Let's go get the dancer out of there just in case we get repops right away. Since I've noticed this cave can repop like almost immediately. And so I just don't want to risk not being able to come back in here and get the dancer. Eventually, you know, we'll go after some named dancers. And what I like to do is I actually like to make battle dancers. In other words, dancers that are tough enough to actually go fight with us. So that way I can just take them with me into the unnamed city in particular. And you have instant corruption removal and a healing buff. So, but they have to be, you know, tough enough to be able to handle it. So the level 2 dancer here probably is not going to fit the bill, but we'll see. All right. So this guy is by far the most important one. So we're going to take him back first. I'm not worried about the hearts we left in there. We can come back later and do that. And then we'll come back for our dancer, who I just trampled with the horse. All right, you guys. Well, I think it's time for us to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and share out the video. And in the next episode, there's 2 major things that I want to do next. I either want to do the dregs, which is then going to help us advance the story, or we're going to go after Beastmaster Timos, or we might actually go into the Highlands, see if we can nab Leon and get some black ice. That's kind of something we really need to do, get the black ice in particular, because it's stopping us from advancing in terms of our crafting and our weapons and tools and stuff. So I'll think about that, and one of those 3 things should happen in the next episode. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.